Hi, welcome to the Vaguely Anime Podcast. I am one of the hosts this evening, Michael, followed by only other host, Kat. I was about to say Sage.
Sure, the wrong person. Hello.
Look, I know we've done this much more often now than we ever did, but it's still usually
not
when it's
used
two
to it.
people, it's just
Well, it's me.
the default.
Kat.
Yeah, it is Kat.
Is I especially so? Who said that they can't tell the difference between me and Sage's voice? Somebody told us that. I'm like, what are you talking
Like forever
about?
ago? That was like an old comment, right?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Like I can't tell who the fuck's talking. But like I don't know. How
It
you
must have been
can.
on one of the COVID ones because we didn't have
Video.
Yeah.
Maybe. I
So-
thought it was a friend that said it.
Maybe. I don't remember.
Somebody said it, and
It didn't make much sense either way.
Yeah. So to clarify, I'm not Cat. It's just Cat.
Just Cat.
Yeah.
It's just Cat.
Mm-hmm.
So, I guess for a hot second, I would like to bring up Nana because we've been watching it for the Anime Club.
Yes.
We're not gonna go in depth about it, but I just, I just started watching it basically.
Today.
2 days ago. But I watched a majority of what I have watched today.
Okay, so you watched like an episode like
Pretty
2
much.
days ago, and then 4 episodes
Yeah,
today.
basically, yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, 5 episodes in. And boy, is it 2000s.
Yeah.
Boy, is
Sure
it.
is.
But it's fun.
I did preface that.
Yeah, you did. It is fun though.
Yeah.
I am enjoying it, but boy, is it 2000s. And it's funny because like I was telling Kat this that you always know when it's like a 2000s like low budget esque looking show whenever they take the time to show titties, but then not color in the nipples and it's just all flesh tone and not even like circles. Like there's not even 2 circles, just like a U. And it's like
No areola,
yeah.
just nipple.
Yep, and it's like that's some 2000s. That's some 2000s low budget.
Aren't there some shows that don't even draw nipples?
Yep, it's just
so,
yeah. It's like Barbie dolls, which is worse to be
Yeah,
fair.
yes.
Like there's the tiers, right? It's like Barbie doll, non-colored only nipple, and then like non-colored, but you get the 2 circles. You get you get nipple and areolas, and then you go colored.
Yeah.
But so yeah, at least I guess it's not the bottom tier.
I guess it's a little bit better.
Yeah, but I just think it's funny that it's like to me like seeing that it's just like classic 2000s. Like there
I
you
knew
go.
there was titty, but I didn't pay attention to that. I'll have to go. Well, I'm gonna rewatch it anyways, just because I wasn't thinking like critically like of it while I watched it. Like I just
Right.
enjoyed it. So, and because I enjoy it, like I'll just rewatch it.
Weren't
so
you
many
only
times.
halfway in when you recommended it?
No.
Oh, you had finished it?
I finished it like a month and a half ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you didn't finish it.
No. I finished. I was going back to find a good middle spot to be like, where can I
Right.
recommend half of it
Yeah.
for?
But
So.
yeah, I'm also starting it a bit late just because I was watching Breaking Bad and I was trying to finish it because I was in like the last season.
It's only been a week.
No, well, this is 2 weeks. This is 127
Oh.
because we had to record. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah. So we have 3 weeks left.
Oh.
But yeah, I was trying to finish Breaking Bad because I finally started watching it. Which I was talking to Sage about.
How many episodes is there?
There's 5 seasons. The first season I want to say is 7 or 9 episodes. 2 through 4 are 13, and then 5 is 16.
It's not that long.
And then if you count the movie, a movie.
I don't think I knew there was a movie.
Yeah, it's basically like the epilogue for Jesse.
Okay.
Very good. Just watched it. Me, Kat,
Other
me,
one.
Sage, and Eamon, because Eamon and Sage hadn't watched the movie either. So I was like, hey, we should do an episode because the 2 of them have watched Breaking Bad, and remember it fairly enough, which
Yeah,
apparently you don't, even though you
no.
did watch it.
My brain threw that shit out. Like, I could maybe say, I'll sit here. It'll come back. But it could be like you and thinking, ReZero will come back to me. And then it wasn't.
Yeah.
So it's literally been at least a decade since I've seen it. Maybe 9 years. But,
Right.
enough that I'm like, No, you saw ReZero how many years ago? 4?
when it came out.
Yeah. Well, I don't remember when it came out, but like 4 or 5 years, half the time.
Yeah.
And that didn't come back to
Well,
you, so.
Eamon hadn't watched it since basically it finished, but like I would message him when I was watching it,
And he knew?
It came back to him after he was like, sometimes he'd be like, I need a little more context, and then I'd say something, and he'd be like, oh, I know exactly where you
All
are.
right, try me right now. Just give me something about something, and I'll see if I remember it.
Okay. It's spoilers for Breaking Bad. Do you remember how Gus dies?
Gus is who?
The
manager?
guy that the manager, the one
Okay.
that runs.
He was like in the scene, wasn't he? Like he was not a bad. Would you count it as a bad guy? Like wasn't he like?
He was the
like a
one.
big-
He was the one Walt was deeming an antagonist.
Yeah, and then didn't they just shoot him or something?
No. Remember the dude that couldn't talk? He used the bell, and he was in the wheelchair.
No.
Hector Salamanca, I think his name is.
No.
He had a bomb. Walter put a bomb on his wheelchair, and so
Killed both of them.
yeah,
Oh god. Yeah, I don't remember
All
this
right.
for shit. That seems like.
I was
an
like, that's
impor-
like the biggest
I was
one of
about
the
to say,
yeah,
that's
that's like one of the
that
most
seems like
famous scenes in
That
Breaking
seems
Bad.
like an important moment,
Yeah.
and boy, do I not remember it at all.
Do you remember how Walt dies? Okay.
Nope. I'm
Alright.
telling you, I was like, I could sit in that chair, but I would just be silent. Like, there's no point.
All right. Well, but yeah, so they hadn't watched the movie, and so we were like, hey, the three of us should do an episode on Breaking Bad because I literally had just watched it. I finished it, I think on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
So 4 days ago, 3 days ago, and I was like, all right, well, hey, you guys should also watch the movie, so that way we can just talk about the entire series as a whole. So they're watching that this week, and then we're gonna have the episode on Monday.
Okay.
I don't remember why I was bringing this up, but
You.
there was some reason I was bringing this up, but I don't remember what it is anymore.
Oh, you were bringing it up because you were starting Nana late.
Oh
You were
yeah,
watching
right, yeah,
Breaking
because I was
Bad.
just trying to finish
Yeah,
it. 'Cause
I was like, there was
yeah.
a reason.
I was like, I had, I think, half of season 5 left,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, I gotta finish the show. Like, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna bounce back and forth between these two shows.
So different.
Yeah. So I was like, I just gotta finish it.
Yeah.
And honestly, I haven't watched anime in a minute
Mhm.
because I've been watching Breaking Bad, but also I hadn't really had anything I wanted to watch. Because a lot of stuff that I would normally be watching, I was just waiting for it to finish.
Yeah.
And then there's a few new shows that are coming out that I'm just gonna have to wait to finish. Also,
Which ones?
I think Shield Hero starts.
Yeah.
That one I'm not all that like. I can't wait for it to finish. I'm like, I'll get to it when I get to it.
Mhm.
Season 2 was kind of eh.
I still haven't finished season 1.
Season 1 was at least entertaining.
Mhm.
Season 2 was
They
not
fucked up the
so much.
ending. They didn't think they were gonna get a season 2, so they.
Yeah, I think you
Changed
said
it,
that. I think because Ryan has read it, right?
No, Ryan has. Oh, I think you were saying Reddit, like
No,
the
no, no,
app,
no.
and I thought you meant
He's
he
read the
yes,
manga. Yeah, because I think we talked about that where you were saying that he was like, yeah, they kind of screwed themselves.
Yeah, like they really fumbled it because they just tried to like pack as much as they can. So then season 2 they tried to like backtrack a little bit and like.
Yeah,
didn't
season 2
really
was not
work.
very good.
Yeah.
And then I think Saga of Tanya the Evil's coming back soon.
Mhm.
If not this season, like next, I think, which I'm very excited for because it's been like 7 years.
I've always seen that, but
It's
I've never.
It's so
watched
fucking
it.
fun. It's just about a salaryman who dies, you know,
Mhm.
like any
Clearly.
isekai, but gets put into like a small girl's body who is like of age but small.
Mhm.
And their goal is just to be so awesome to spite the god that put them into this world. And like to be so good that the god has to like step in and do something about it so that they can kill it.
Interesting.
It's kind of rad. And it's like World War I era
Mhm.
but with magic.
Okay.
So like still guns, but you use magic to like fucking fly around and shit.
Okay.
It's kind of raw. And it's just like, you know, they're just this small force of fucking evil nature that's like, I'm gonna fucking do what I need to just piss off God. And it's awesome.
Interesting.
So yeah, I would recommend it. When did it come out? Hold on, I'm gonna look this up. But
I think it's in your like watch list or something, so I always see it.
I have watched it.
Well, you have like a bunch of things you've seen in your like watch list. You have
That I don't. You mean like
Yes.
in the like Crunchyroll
Yeah.
thing? Yeah, I just never cleared.
So I see it all the time, and then
Yeah, I've had that in there since it came out.
yeah, because you have a bunch of shows that I know you've seen.
Yeah. Because I would just add them until I got around to it, and then I was like, well, I want to remember they exist, so I would just leave them.
Okay.
Oh yeah, here's there's not even a season for this, so maybe it's not even announced. Or I mean, it is announced. Maybe maybe it's not even soon. Winter of 2017.
Oh, damn.
So it is.
6 years.
It has been a minute.
Mm-hmm.
But it's great. Yeah, I forgot Studio Nut did it. Shout out to Studio Nut.
Who's Studio Nut?
Studio Nut.
What else have they made?
I can pull it up. I feel like I should know this because so they did Decadence. They did Fully Coolly Alternative, and let's see. Oh, and they're doing the other Fully Coolly thing. I think it was like a spin-off one. Shoegaze. Yeah, mostly they haven't done a lot actually, but Fully Coolly, the like revival, Saga of Tanya the Evil, and Decadence.
Sorry, this has nothing to do with that, but
Okay.
Holo's got some big ass feet. You see that?
Why are you looking at her feet?
Because I was just looking straight ahead of me, and
I feel like they're proportional.
look how small her hands are, and then just big ass feet.
Well, she's part wolf. You know, maybe because hands aren't a thing they use, so the feet got to be a bit bigger for the strength.
Wolf feet. She's got the tiniest fucking ankles. And then big ass fucking feet. And like it looks, especially from this angle, like if you could make her to your angle like in front of you, it just looks really wrong because she's got a tiny ass ankle and then
No, I see what you're talking
yeah,
about.
like a big ass fucking foot.
Yeah, I do see
It
that.
just looks wrong. And like look at her waist, like how little her waist is and then how big her foot. Like it's not right.
All right, look, I'm not here to judge your figures.
I think you do.
Probably.
So like, speaking of, I need to fucking message Crunchyroll, and they're gonna make me buy everything over again.
I was
Because
literally
I-
just edit that episode just came out where I was like, I wonder if Kat ever did this, and I was gonna text you.
No, I haven't. I was waiting, and I haven't gotten any emails being like, "This is shipped," and I see it like constantly that they're in stock. They're gonna make me order it.
So what I did is I screenshotted all the I had the one. I
Hmm.
screenshotted the email that was like, "Hey, order confirmed," with the
Sent
order
it.
number in it. Which
said,
I
where
mean,
the fuck is it?
yeah. Well, and obviously because you have to put in the order number anyway
Mm.
when you're doing it. But I just put the order number, the picture of the thing, the cost, total cost, and everything. I just had that in a screenshot and
Mm-hmm.
put that in the file. And I was just like, "Hi, I ordered this X months ago, years ago."
Literally years ago.
Yeah, literally years ago. Like, does this still exist, or do I need to get a
there's-
refund, or can you guys make a new one, or do I have to buy it
Yeah,
again?
because they don't reproduce those unless they're literally doing a rerun. So like, is there? I just might
Yeah,
not
this
get
just
these
existed,
figures.
so-
Yeah.
I mean, you did pay for it, so they might. So there's a 50-50. They might be like, oh well, you know, we can get it to you, or they'll be like, you got it, we'll refund it. Sorry, we can't give it to you.
I hate when they do that. When they're just like not specifically Crunchyroll, but just like companies
Anything.
in general, where they're just so willing instead of like you being like, what the fuck? Like I was supposed to get this, and then you did whatever the fuck you did on your side, and now it doesn't exist, and they'll be like, oh, we'll refund it. It's like that's not what I want.
Well,
Clearly,
maybe-
I'm giving you my money.
Yeah.
I want the item.
Maybe for like limited things, they. Well, I feel like it's twofold. For limited things, maybe they're more about trying to solve the problem, but also it's limited. They might not have it anymore.
I think I'm gonna get half. I think I'll get half of my figures, the ones that are still in stock, and then half of them, they'll.
Yeah. Well, you gotta message them.
I know. Which, how scummy is that? Like, if you just don't even, because so my friend, he has like he's waiting for like $1,000 worth of stuff. He buys like he's the same as me, and so
bad at money. I do have some figures that in a tab where I'm like, maybe I'll buy them.
I have literally $3,000 worth of figures.
Mine's
in
I think 100 total.
They're just sitting there. I'm not buying them, but boy, am I like, I want to.
I have like 4, and I think they're about 100, 120 total.
I kind of just leave them
they're
in
all
the
like
cart
20 to $30
until they sell out, and then I go, oh man, like I missed it, and then it gets low enough that I'm like, all right, like I'll pay for the rest.
Jesus
like,
Christ.
But he.
One's from the girl from Dress Up Darling, Marin.
Which one?
The adult-looking one. That's I know isn't an adult, but
no. Which figure?
Oh, the one that's $20, $30. Not
What does it look like?
the fucking. It actually looks good.
Did you see the one of her in the pool floaty? It's so cute.
Yeah, I'm sure it's $1 billion.
It's like 100, 200. I'm not getting it. I'm like, I don't need that, but boy, is it adorable.
Anyway, sorry. Continue your thing.
Oh yeah, but so he's a premium member, like as well, and he had messaged me being like that he was waiting on figures, and he had said that he, like you, couldn't see his order history anymore. And I said, boy, do I have some unfortunate news for you. He thought when they changed their site over that they just don't show it there anymore. And I'm like, no, man, they probably don't even have the order at all. I was like, my friend had to reorder it, and like he only had one figure. You're going to have to do that for like all of them. So I really hope you have the email. But think about how many people don't have the email. I'm not even sure I have every email because I've done so many like random orders at random times. I know
That's
I
why
have.
you should just make an account.
But it's so easy to check out as a guest that like I don't think about it. So because
you get the 10% off every time though.
But I shouldn't have to think about it. You know what I mean? Like if you're offering me to check out as a guest, I'm entrusting you that my order will go through and be shipped.
I will only check out as a guest if it's something I'm going to do like once or twice at this place. If I'm doing it constantly, why not make an account so I never have to fill out information?
I always check out as a guest on anything. If anything offers me to check out as a guest, I'm checking out as a guest. Like,
that's stupid. I agree with you if it's like once or twice, but if you're doing it all the time, which you have so many figures, you should just make an account.
I am entrusting my order to them.
But if something goes wrong, you have to go through 30 emails.
Since we found out about your figure, I have not ordered anything since then. So yeah, now I know, but that shouldn't have been a problem. They shouldn't have lost everybody's order. So like, think about how many people.
It's not like they did it on purpose. There's a new Miku.
But they're not. Which one is it? I've seen a lot of
1/7 scale spirit tail figure.
Let me see.
It's birthday 2020.
Because I haven't checked today what they have in store, what they put up. But like, so many people gave them money and like probably don't have the emails, probably will never email them, and then they just got away with it, and these people aren't getting it, and they're probably going to resell those figures because they're on the site right now. Well, I've seen that. It's a very nice figure, but I won't spend $320 on it. It's not that nice.
Look, man, I don't know what to tell you. I feel like you're doing this to yourself, though.
But like I said, now that I know, I won't do that.
Yeah, just make an account.
Yes, now I know, so I won't do that. But like, if you're offering me to check out as a guest, it shouldn't have been something that could happen. I don't know.
I'm not degenerate enough to get this figure, but it is $30, and that's kind of worth it.
Let me see.
It's another Marin one.
It's not that good.
No, but like for $40,
it is degenerate.
Yeah.
But her face is messed up.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because I was looking at the one. I was looking at the one that is like, you know, $30 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, the face is okay. And then I was like, oh, well, it linked to like the one that's like $200. And I clicked on that one. And I was like, the face is almost the same. And I was like,
Really?
fuck it. If that one's whatever, I could justify this cheaper one.
Mm-hmm.
But so
there's one that she's in a little pool floaty with like a drink. It's really cute.
oh, I was also thinking about these two Trigun figures because they're here, but they're pre-orders and whatever.
Is
but
it the ones I send you?
yeah. So you're gonna have to email them if you can with the pictures. Again,
Yeah.
I mean you're gonna have to do it multiple times because they want the order number, and yours are all different order numbers, I assume.
Yeah, because they're pre-orders from different times, so I ordered
That
them all at different
or
times.
you put in one of the order numbers, but then put in screenshots of the others
Mm-hmm.
with the order numbers and be like, "Hi, I just didn't want to email you 7 different emails."
I'm gonna send them 7 different emails. Fuck them. They can put in the work.
Oh,
I'm not making it easy for them.
this one.
But also I want to. Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
I want to give them time to focus on like the one order. So like I don't want it to get lost by being like, here's my 7 orders. I need all of this stuff. I think I'm just gonna email them 1 per order.
Right.
Have them answer me, tell me what is going on, and then proceed with like the next order
Right.
and send it.
I'm also thinking about that Anya one with
Well,
Bond.
$23. That's
Yeah.
really cute.
With Bond.
Yeah.
Very good figure for $23.
Yeah.
There's also a power one that's like cheap, which
There
also
is?
looks good. Yeah.
I haven't seen these.
And it, like, cause I don't try to do pre-orders. I did this one because there was never a good option
Yeah.
prior. So I was like, fuck it, I'll get 1 pre-order.
Mm-hmm.
But I just like, I'll forget about it or whatever. Like it doesn't feel worth it to wait the insanely long time for it, you know? Oh, there's a cheap, well, it's pre-order, so it doesn't matter. Cool. Solves that problem. Where the fuck is this power one? But anyway, yeah. So, well, yeah, I guess because if it creates an email chain, so I guess theoretically, when they're like, "Can we help you with anything else?" you could just be like, I have
Yeah.
these.
Now you can work on this one.
Yeah.
Because I probably have $2,000 worth of stuff. No, I don't like that one. It looks shitty. It's not like
I would say it
everything's-
doesn't look shitty.
Oh, it looks really shitty in the first picture. That's okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
For $32.
Yeah. The first one looks, she was like a blob. Like it was like power, but like blob. It looks really rounded. Besides like her shoes look good for some reason. But like her like head didn't look good to me. But the second picture looks good. So.
Yeah. So
guess.
those are basically. I think there's one other one. I don't remember what it is, but those are the 3 that I was.
Because
looking
like
at.
the quality of cheap figures is crazy, especially Pop-Up Parade. Like.
Yeah, we were talking about that on the episode where we're like, you know, that you could go from the Yoko that's like weirdly insanely small, and then the Holo right next to her that is
looks
also
great.
Pop-Up Parade,
Yeah,
and
which looks great.
Yeah, and
Megabean looks great.
Yeah, the Goblin Slayer looks awesome. That's also Pop-Up Parade.
Oh, yeah.
And then you have Emily.
You have Emily and you
Is
have.
she Pop Parade? Because she doesn't have the hexagon base.
Oh, is she not? Maybe she's Sega.
I was like, aren't all Pop-Up Parades the hexagon base?
No, I think she is Pop-Up Parade, and people were complaining, being like, she doesn't even have the base. What the hell is this? I'm almost
Oh, really?
positive. Let me look it up. I'm pretty sure it is because I was excited because I always wanted one.
Not that these bases like the bases are, you know, I guess they're their
like
brand,
them.
but like but the problem with them too though is if you based on the way that they position the figure, if you put them like side by side where like, you know, they're even,
Well,
sometimes it puts them off center for their thing.
Well, you also can't because they usually have too much going on that you can't like actually put them next to each other
I think all of them fit.
together.
Yeah. But they will be
don't-
off center.
Her staff will be in front of someone's face.
Yeah, they just put them on this side. She goes on the end.
Yeah. Yeah.
She is?
She's Pop-Up Parade.
Oh.
And so,
They put it on a different base so that you wouldn't think it was.
I don't know. And the fact that she was like $50. It was like $45.
That was $45.
Yes.
I thought the whole point of Papa
Emily.
Parade is supposed to be like 30 bucks.
Bro, I couldn't tell you.
Like that Yoko's not bad, but she's just weirdly small.
Yeah, she looks better than them who don't even like look right.
Yeah. I don't know. So their quality is so odd. It changes very drastically.
But then like this figure is great. And
Yeah.
This is the same price. This is the same price. This one's also
Well-
great. Those two are great. Were
Like,
they cheap?
Yeah, this and the Midoriya,
Yeah, I
like
have
they're
those.
insanely good, and they were I think $40.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what it is about My Hero, but they have some really good cheap figures.
Speaking of My Hero, I've been playing My Hero Ultra Rumble every day of my life for like
Yeah.
8 hours. Like
Is it
every
any
day.
good?
Yeah. It's literally just a battle royale, but for My Hero. Like they put a lot of detail into it. So,
Have you been streaming it?
yes,
Oh.
I have. I've been live 2 days in a row, and I'm
Wow.
streaming tonight too
Look
because
at
Aizawa
that.
just came out, so I'm gonna summon for him. It is a gotcha.
it is.
Though they do give you tickets at 3 times every. I want to say I heard it's 6 hours. I don't actually use these tickets to play other characters, but you can. So even if it's 3 per day, they give you options of like playing these characters, so like you don't have to summon them, and then they're pretty generous with the tickets as well to summon, because I don't plan on spending any money on this game, and I have, from playing for like 2 weeks, like 650 tickets. It's 100 for like a 10 roll, so
Gotcha.
they're pretty generous. But it's cool because so they have 3 like parts of their kit that they can do something. Their alpha power, beta and gamma, and oh my god, I can't get this out of my throat. Psycho Chaco, her A, so it's like A, B, Y. So her alpha, like her main one, is a grapple. So like it's bugged right now, which is really obnoxious. But she was
Gunhead Kung Fu, martial arts,
Oh, she
whatever it
doesn't do
is.
any of that. I wish
Oh.
though.
Well, because I was like the grapple, because she.
No. It's like from her wrist thing
Oh.
from like her second suit. I don't know
Okay.
if it's on that one.
No.
But so she can get away. She can obviously. Oh, and they have a special action too. So her special action is she can either make herself float or she can make you can make your teammate float. And so it's so easy to get away from people. So if I'm just like in a fight and I'm like getting low on health, I'm just like, bye. Like I'm just not doing this anymore. And you just like make yourself float and you just fucking grapple away. like it goes so
Oh, you mean
far.
grapple as in the grapple launcher?
Like a grapple hook.
Gotcha.
Like, yeah.
I was thinking that's why I mentioned Gunhead
Yeah,
martial
no,
arts, because I
like
thought you
the-
meant like you're like grappling people.
No. Like, so she's just grappling the fuck away. The only one who could really counter it is Froppy because she uses her tongue. That's her equivalent. So a Froppy will follow you to the ends of the fucking earth to destroy you, like always.
Okay.
Her beta she's just a Beyblade. She just like, depending on the level, because you can level your quirks up till 9 for each of them. And as it goes up, it becomes things. So at first she has like, I don't even know what it is, but she just has a little thing that she just spins around and hits people with. After that, it becomes like a concrete post that she's like throwing around. And
yeah,
then at
like from the first
yeah,
season.
level 9 is a car. She just spins with a fucking car. It's so horrible to like, cause like she'll just keep going. It lasts kind of a while.
Which is funny because I feel like a concrete post would be worse than a car.
No, the car's much bigger than this like cement post. So the car is definitely the worst. And you just know she's level 9. If you see the car, you're like, oh god, level 9
Right.
Ochako, getting the fuck out of here. Or you try your best because she spins kind of fast. Oh, actually, is that? Oh, and then her third one is she like picks up rubble off the ground and you can make people float too. So like if you see someone far away, you can like aim it and then float them and then you just drop them to like do damage. So you can do
The
that.
Bakugo fight.
Yeah.
That
mhm.
that's
Yep.
that's her third.
Yeah. So that's hers. Deku, who I've been playing since Ochako was bugged, he has what's it called? He's literally doing it in that with like his finger where he like shoots.
What? Just like the the
It's
AP
like-
blast, like
Is that
like the precise one.
I can't, like just that, like where he's
But
shooting.
But that's
like,
just
with
him flying.
No, he's shooting. He's using his finger to. No, I said Deku.
Oh, Deku. Oh, that's Air Force.
Yeah, so that's his main one. And dude, he fucking sniped people. Like him and Bakugo right now, even though they were nerfed, are the most powerful characters because, like, so when Ochako's doing her spin, she'll hit you 3 times and you'll get knocked down. But when you jump up, you have like a little bit of invincibility frames. Bakugo and Deku don't have that, so you can infinitely snipe over and over and just murder them. Not very balanced.
Gotcha. Well, they're the main characters. They can't be balanced.
I guess. I don't know. It seems like you should. And the worst part is this is them nerfed. And then also they don't output the same amount of damage. Like, so the levels and people are not equivalent. So, like, they didn't do that, like, because her main is her grapple and then he does air. So, like, if they're both shooting at the same time, she'll do, like, 20 damage and he'll do, like, 60 damage.
Well, I assume, but something that she does is better than what he does.
No.
Somewhere.
No.
She's just actively worse.
Yeah.
Like, is that the true for like multiple characters?
Yeah.
Because I was like, sometimes in like fighting games or whatever, like there are just actively worse characters.
I mean, there's obviously like I said, like a Froppy is the counter to Ochako. Like, so there are, but it's really only like the counter for Deku is Bakugo or another Deku. Like, there's
Gotcha.
not really. It's not balanced. So he does that. He does. Why am I blanking? I was literally playing him today.
I assume a smash of some kind.
Oh, a kick. He does a kick.
Okay,
That's
so
what it is.
Manchester Smash.
Yeah, so he does a kick, and then
They should
and
have
then
kept with that naming convention. They like abandoned him using UK places like immediately.
I think he was just trying to be different than All Might, and then he was like, you know what? Nah.
But like that's at least more. Like at least it's like all right, cool. He's doing his own
Worldwide.
thing with it, you know.
I don't know.
I think he does the one, and then I think every other time it's
Yes.
an All Might one.
Yeah. And then he does Black Whip, and then his special action is broken. He can pick people up. So like when you've been downed, you have 20 seconds before you can get up. Obviously, someone could just kill you. They could just
Right.
finish you off then. But say they get preoccupied with like another team or something, and you crawl away, like you could end up getting up.
Yeah, like other battle royales.
But there are certain characters that can get you up. He can, All Might can, Cementos can,
It's Cementos.
Ibarra from Class B can. That's the Vine one.
The girl.
Who went against Kaminari in the festival
Yeah.
with the vines.
The holy one.
Yes, her. Am I missing
So is it
anyone?
like most of? Is it like all of Class 1A and B, and then select teachers?
No.
And I assume some villains.
So it's Deku, Bakugo, Todoroki, Ochako, Froppy, Kaminari, Kirishima, Momo, Ida. I want to say that's all of them for their class. And then there's, for pro heroes, there's Mount Lady, Cementos.
Can't believe they did Mineta like that.
I'm glad they did.
The true hero.
No. Bro, if they release, he's gonna be so fucking annoyed. I'll be like, oh, these stupid balls are so gonna be. He's like, where is he? He's just in a fucking bush.
Yeah, man.
I feel like they can't put him in because he's so small. That he would just have an advantage of like hiding.
He'd be the odd job of GoldenEye.
What?
Do you know James Bond in general?
No.
There's a character called Odd Job. He throws a
he's-
hat.
He's small.
Yeah, he's a short person. Not like he's not. I don't think he is like a I don't remember what the new like the correct term is now anymore because I feel like it's changed a lot.
Yes, the politically correct
Yeah.
term. I'm not sure what it is right
but
now.
like
either.
actual little people.
Yeah.
He is just a short person.
Okay.
But at least as from what I remember. So in Nintendo 64, there was a game GoldenEye, which was the movie he was in. There was like a multiplayer, and everybody wanted to play Oddjob because
you
Oddjob
hide.
was shorter, so
Yeah.
his hitbox was harder.
Oh,
So it was
yeah.
harder to hit him.
Oh yeah, that's true too. You'd have to be like aiming at the fucking ground to be able to hit it. So, I actually
So
don't
everybody
think
wanted to play Oddjob, and everyone was like, "Oddjob's fucking banned. Oddjob's cheating." Like,
Yeah, I don't think exactly. Like, so I don't think they'll add him. But maybe eventually, if they keep up with the game and don't abandon it, maybe they would eventually get to him. But I want to say that's all for their class. And then in Class B,
what's this called again?
My Hero Ultra Rumble. In Class B, there's Kendo, the one with the big hands. Ibarra, the Vine Girl. Is that it for them? Do they have another one?
Damn, they got short. They got the fucking shafted.
I mean, I was surprised there even was any, like, from the beginning. I would expect that to be, like, a later. Villains, there's Shigaraki, Dabi, Toga, and Mr. Compress. Aizawa was just added today. Endeavor's leaked to be soon, though I don't know
Midoriya,
when.
All Might, Mount Lady.
Oh, yeah, All
Kendo, Kirishima, Cementos, Mr. Compress, Shirazawa, Yairozu, Dabi, Toga, Bakugo, Todoroki, Shigaraki, Kaminari, Ochako, Sue, Ida, and then the announcer obviously is President Mike.
Yeah.
And Kota is a rescue civilian.
Yeah. So good. I actually got everybody without missing anyone. So Koda's he can spawn in like 30 to 40 locations randomly on the map if you find him. So if you're a hero, you can rescue people. It gets you tickets or cards to be able to revive your team. You need 3 of them.
It's interesting that Ochako's not labeled as a support, which is her actual role in
Well,
the
she's
show.
a mobility.
Yeah, they have
character.
her as rapid.
Yeah.
Which is weird because she's not known for being fast. That's not really her thing.
I think rapid was a weird term instead of mobility.
Yeah.
But everybody kind of just calls them mobility roles, the blue role.
Yeah. Because I guess, yeah, I mean, at some point you have to split hairs because, like, Midoriya is almost as fast as Ida, really.
Yeah.
If he puts in the
Ida
effort.
Ida can get people up too. But so specifically for Deku, his special action is be able to get people.
Tactical people. Or technical.
Tactical's what color?
I don't know. It just says technical.
Oh.
Dabi and Toga.
Oh, well, they just added Aizawa's the same. That's purple. Aizawa's that. I thought that was special role. I don't. You're like saying all these different terms that I've like never heard of.
I don't know. I'm just looking at the roster.
I definitely assume that's actually what it is called. But I'm just seeing like what people call them, and I just assumed that was their names. But so Deku, you pick someone up, and then you walk 2 steps, and you can put them down, and they're insta revived. This is obviously only if they're in that down state, but not killed.
Right.
If they're killed, you have to collect their token and then get these 3 cards to be able to revive them. And so he can do that over and over. There's no cooldown on it.
Right.
But there's like a cooldown on like Cementos. Oh, Froppy can get people up too. There's a lot of people who can get people up. Then Frocky licks them. She like grabs them with her tongue and then picks them up. Ida picks them up, runs away.
So, like-
Cementos throws, like it puts you in like a barrier, and then it picks you up. It's
So, like,
kind of annoying, but you're like, well, I'm up, so
Right. So, like, I know you were just saying that some people are broken and whatever, but, like, is it Is it like at least like is each character like fun to play? Like is it different? Like are they all kind of interesting, or is it kind of
Yes.
like
Well, that's
there's
what I
some
was-
characters you would just not bother touching because they're boring?
No, I think that. Well, I think Kendo's kind of boring, to be honest. That's just
All her thing is
that's
big
just
fists. So
yeah, she like claps them. She can pick up a teammate and throw them. And I don't even know what her third is, to be honest. And I don't know what her. And then she holds up a screen to block like projectiles. She like holds up her hand and
Gotcha.
like, a thing. So
Well,
I mean,
very good
there's
shields,
lots
it
of
would still affect her.
characters that I don't play, but it's not because I don't think that they're interesting. I just don't think I would be successful with them. Like I like characters that have some sort of mobility. So I think that Ochako was too much only mobility and couldn't do enough damage. So like I like using Deku because he has Black Whip. So you could use Black Whip to like grapple away, though the cooldown, like Ochako can hit her grapple 3 times. Black Whip you can only do once unless you get it to level 9, then you have 2 Black Whips. But at least he has something and he outputs like enough damage that I'm more successful with him. Aizawa is supposed to be what people were speculating was like a better Deku because he can use his reps to either pull someone into him or use it to like grapple to like go somewhere. He has that. He can send, it's like, I think it's called like something serpent where he just hits them with his reps. Like it's like a AoE attack. And then, what's his third? Because I was playing today and I played with a couple Aizawas. He obviously, his special action is to cancel quirks. The range is kind of outrageous. I was watching a video of someone talking about it. He's looking right at a Deku, maybe 20 feet from him, cancels the quirk. There's a Bakugo behind a brick wall, 30 feet that way. And when their quirks are being canceled, you see like a red aura around them. You can see the Bakugo behind this brick wall has the aura. So it's like someone could be attacking a different team and you can kind of get stuck in the like crossfire of
Interesting.
it.
I assume that's probably not intentional.
Yeah. And people are also saying that it's bugged because they'll try and cancel someone's quirk and then they'll fucking attack with a quirk. So they're like, okay. So he's having like a lot of issues. People are saying that sometimes the rep won't even bring the person to them. It'll bring them like halfway and then drop them when it's supposed to be like a full.
Right.
What the fuck is his other? Oh, I think he has like a kick too. So like Deku has, so they're
Right.
pretty much similar. So I love Aizawa anyways, just like the character alone. So I was like, oh, that's perfect for me because he has mobility. He can do attacks and like, so that seems like a good character for me. But it seems like he only came out today. So like, it just seems like he has too many problems and you have to summon him. So because I'm going to stream later to try and summon him. I have 600 tickets. I don't think I'm going to use all 6 pulls. I think I'm going to try like 1 or 2, see if I get lucky. If not, like just kind of whatever. But I think that they did like a really solid job with like all the characters. Like you were saying, is there anyone that's boring? But like I think that they put like a lot of thought into it and like what their quirks are. Like the only one I can think of that has something that doesn't make sense, like they kind of just made it up for the game, is Mount Lady. Her basic quirk, like her alpha quirk, she like throws projectiles at people, like so she punches and
Well,
then
like
there's
they
like
didn't want to make her giant.
no, so that's her special action.
Oh.
So she does, but these projectiles that she's like punching at people I've never seen her do that. Like
I'm guessing it's because her
needed-
whole deal is being bigger, and that would just make her hitbox insane and unusable.
well, exactly.
So they had
it's
to, yeah.
So when she's big, she can only do it for a certain amount of time, and she has reduced damage because obviously, yeah, anyone can kind of just send shots up there. So that would be kind of unfair if she's because pretty much you could be hiding in a bush somewhere else while they're fighting, and then you could be hitting the Mount Lady. So that wouldn't be very fair. But I think they just needed like some sort of ranged attack for her because everybody has that for their alpha, like to do something of the sorts. But it's like it's just made up. It's not something she does herself, because she does that. I think she has a kick and then something else. I don't know. But everybody else, like, it seems like it's genuinely based off of, you know, what they do and everything, which is cool. So there was like a lot of thought that went into it, and it's a free game, which is great, and it is a gacha game, but they seem generous enough that it's like you don't even need to spend money on it. So I think overall, like, it's just a good game.
I'm still surprised. Everyone kept expecting Arc System Works, the guys that did like Dragon Ball Fighters, to make a My Hero game. Like, it feels like it's been in the rumor mill for fucking ever, and still nothing. And I feel like I'm always surprised.
One's Justice? They have a fighting game.
Right, but like Arc System Works making one.
Oh, like specifically by them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, I have One Justice 2. I've never played it.
No,
I got it.
Arc System Works. You want like a real fighting game that is also uses anime aesthetic really well. Arc System Works is the one you go to.
Gotcha. I think they probably were just like, we already have one, so what's the
like,
point?
because like, you know, Dragon Ball has fighting games, but they're not. Like, nobody's playing it competitively. I mean, I'm sure there people are, but like not in the real.
Street Fighter, but Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it keeps the anime aesthetic. Like, it doesn't look weird.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's one of the.
You mean like anime characters in Fortnite? How great those look.
Yeah. Well, then there's also like Jump Force. I don't know if you ever saw stuff for that, because Jump Force they kind of shot themselves in the foot with however they were going to do it realistically. But the whole point of Jump Force was like anything in Shonen Jump all in one fighting game.
Oh, cool.
So they had to find an art style that would just work for everybody.
Oh.
So it just kind of all looks bad.
Yeah.
Because it's just like mildly realistic, but like cell shaded. They did not find a good middle ground for it. But I mean, that was always gonna be kind of hard because you had to make every character, because like they weren't just gonna make every character their own art style.
They should have.
They probably should have, but like I get why they didn't.
Yeah.
But and also I never really played Jump Force, but what amount I did play was not very fun. I know some people liked it though, but it was not for me.
You should try My Hero, Ultra Rumble, Maher.
Like, that's what every character looks like basically. It's like that weird like cell shaded realistic look.
It's not.
It works for some characters more than others.
Sure doesn't work for Luffy.
No.
That's sure horrifying.
Yeah, no. But like it works for some characters more than others. But it's really funny for the characters it doesn't work for.
They look like they're almost like figure statues, like the way it's like kind of realistic and like shaded.
Yeah. But it's also just funny because like, you know, you have certain people like, you know, you could put Light Yagami up against Goku, you know?
Yeah.
Or like someone with a gun.
Yeah.
So it's like Light Yagami, what the fuck is he doing with any of these people?
Just runs away and writes it like the Death Note.
But no, like, you know, he has like fighting moves.
Oh, just melee.
I think if I remember correctly, I think he basically uses the Shinigami as like a stand. I think. I don't remember exactly. It's been a minute since I fucking played that game. But like, yeah, some people are just like people, and they're just going around punching, you know.
Not balanced at all.
Yeah, like, you know, so it's like they just adjust for whatever, because it's like everybody kind of has to be in the same ballpark.
Yeah.
But it is kind of funny. Like I said, you know, you have Light Yagami going up against Goku, and you're like, yeah, Light Yagami can fucking solo, obviously.
I mean, it's a cool idea.
Yeah.
Sad it didn't like work out well.
I mean, yeah, like I said, some people did like it. It wasn't for me. But and then we're actually getting a new like Dragon Ball simulator game, which is pretty rad. That's actually seeming to be good. Because they're just basically doing another Budokai Tenkaichi, which is fun. So yeah, right. So the fighting game for My Hero, I'm pretty sure kind of works like the Naruto ones, though, right? I don't know if you know.
I assumed that it was like Street Fighter, but
I don't
My Hero.
think so. I think it's 3D Space.
Okay.
I think. I guess I could look it up. What's it called?
One's Justice. There's a first and a second one.
Are you caught up on the show?
Yep.
But you're not reading, right?
Nope.
You don't read. Do you read any manga at all?
Quintessential is the only one I started. Did not go back
Okay.
to it.
I was like
read
the one that has that's finished.
I haven't read it since March.
Mm.
So
I'm doing about as well as Sage reading Haikyuu.
Sage is doing a little bit better.
Yeah, this is pretty much what I thought it was gonna be like.
Is it 3D?
Yeah. It's pretty much what I thought it would look like.
Mhm.
So it's kind of like the Naruto games.
Yeah. 5
Um,
years ago.
Yeah, it
Damn.
might actually be made by the same people. I don't remember, but yeah, because the manga's been so good. We're just waiting for it to be done. Basically, everyone's thinking like within 20 chapters,
Crazy.
if that, and then it'll be over, and then
I was thinking
theoretically
about
forever.
how different it is since like when the show started. Like what the fuck is happening now?
Oh yeah,
Like it's just so fucking different. That's
got way
like,
darker.
Yeah. It's just like
This is the story of how I became the #1 hero. My God, he's dead. She lost her leg.
that's so bad, bro.
Yeah. Well, hey, it gets worse. And it's rad.
No, and it's rad.
Yeah, but it's kind of crazy. Like it's basically it's almost fully done. We're literally like I think we're basically on to like it's the last fight. We have nothing else to cut back and forth to. Like this, we're here. It's happening, kind of thing.
Just everyone dies. Everyone.
Yeah.
That's
So theoretically, it'll be done kind of soon, and then most people are kind of assuming that it's just over.
After that?
Yeah, like some people are like, oh, you know, he might make like Naruto to Naruto Shippuden, like he'll do My Hero Academia to My Hero Agency or something,
Mhm.
time skip. But
the only thing is, what I don't get by it, and I mean it might just be because he just wants to be done with it. Like that's the story he envisioned, and that's
technically
kind of
it's
it.
already longer than what he envisioned.
You know, he just kept going.
I think I mentioned this before, but the season that actually just came out,
Mm-hmm.
that was originally supposed to be the ending.
Okay.
That's that arc.
So,
That was originally the
but
ending.
it doesn't have an ending.
Well, because he rewrote it.
Oh.
Because
So it's supposed to be that
that
either
was gonna
side
be the
would
end.
win,
Yeah,
and then it
yeah, that was gonna be the
okay.
end.
Got it.
And then Shonen Jump was like, "Could you
Please.
do more?" And he, I think, as I was told it, that he was like, "If I can think of something good,
Then I would.
sure."
Okay.
And then so he like went and figured it. He was like, I could do it for a bit longer."
Okay.
And then he wrote the new ending. So
'Cause
like
I-
what happened? That was supposed to be the final big arc fight.
Yeah.
And then the story was over.
Because the only thing is, and obviously like, just could be because that's just what was in his head, and that's the only reason. It's like, it's a big showdown thing, but like this is only 1 year of school for them, right? Like they
Yeah,
just
I don't think they're in the second year.
yeah, like they just started school. So essentially they just started high school. They are freshmen in high school. They have the 1 year, and then the story will end with the fight versus like I don't know. I guess because of how the timeline is, it makes it a bit odd because
that
it's
like
the 1
the
year.
school's not over.
Yeah, like whereas most endings would be like, oh, this is the
No, wait,
ultimate-
aren't they in their second year?
They might have just started.
Yeah, because
the
the
festival might have been like that.
the
and
summer's
then-
festival.
But still, you know, so usually it would be like, oh,
I think.
this big fight is happening their senior year. They overcome the bad guys, they graduate, and la la la, they're pro heroes kind of thing. Like, I just don't know how it ends, unless they do like a time skip. How it ends just like with the fight, like it just ends with the fight
I
because
guess they're still in 1A, so
when he
probably
says.
not. So I guess they're still in the first year.
Oh yeah, because when he says that this is the story of how I become the number one hero. He technically can't even be a hero because he's not old enough. So is it just him being like, oh, because I save everybody? Or will it be like a time skip and then now he is literally ranked as the number one hero? Because he can't be ranked
I would
right
assume
now.
Epilogue
It'll
is a
be
time skip.
okay.
Yeah. Also, from what I could see, they're supposed to be second years.
Okay, yeah, it was something.
But
that. But it just
the world
started.
happened. Yeah, like they basically were starting and like went.
But
yeah.
also like so much has happened in like one fucking year. Because even though they just start, like it's still 1 year. Like.
Yeah. I mean, they probably fucking end it, whatever the ending is, and then time skip and whatever, what have you. What I assume, and what I think others assume, is that Midoriya himself probably won't be, and this isn't knowledge based on what I'm reading. This is just how I've always assumed, and nothing has necessarily changed my opinion on that from what I'm reading. Is that it's not going to be necessarily that like Midoriya is the number one hero. It's just like everybody, like the Class 1A, or like the fact that it's like it's no longer a solo pillar of peace. It is now a generation that is the symbol of peace. And so like that's what most people kind of assume is going to be the point.
Well,
but
he says this is the story of how I become the number one hero. So if he's not ranked as the number one hero, then I'm calling bullshit.
Maybe they give him like a medal and they're like, all right, we're getting rid of the ranking system.
Well, that's what I was wondering. Like, well, not about like getting rid of the ranking, but like because it's so early and he literally can't even be ranked.
I assume, they time
skip. Is it just like a medal of honor? Like, you're the best. You
saved the planet or whatever.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. So.
Boy, you stopped that moon from crashing into us or something.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just.
Now I'm just imagining it's like the moon falling to Earth. Midoriya like runs up and kicks it back into place, and they're like, "Yay! Second year of high school, kid."
Oh, yesterday while I was playing, this is the only time it's happened. I have like almost 40 hours into this game. I might have hit 40 hours today. Yesterday I was playing, and you can emote in the game. So at the beginning, you're in like a lobby while you wait for everybody to join because you need 8 teams.
Right.
And I just go up to people and I'll just like do the clapping emote at them. And so I was going up and I went up to like a toga. And so I was there in the club. I always want people to like clap back. And then there'll be like stupid people that are like attacking and hitting you. Because President Mike literally says like practice your moves and stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm like, oh, do you feel better about yourself? Like you hit me so good. Like, wow. Like you're just... I can't be beat. I was just
battle royale lobbies.
I was just standing there as like an open target, just clapping. But you hit me so good, like it annoys the shit out of me. I just want people to emote back at me. That's what I want. And I got a whole bunch of people. There was like 8 of us, just like all in a circle clapping. I was like, yes, this is the best. So you choose on the map where you want to drop, obviously like any other battle royale. And I happened to choose the same place as this toga. And so I was like, oh, I'm going to go up to them and I'm going to teabag. And I'll be like friends, like, to kind of be like, so I went up to them and they like agreed. So we were just like not attacking each other and like following each other out.
I think when you're not actively teabagging somebody, it's just crouching.
Yeah. But
because I feel like when you say I'm going to go up to someone and teabag them, that means you killed them and then are.
But that's the toxic way. But you could just be like, friends.
Yeah, but what I mean is like I feel like at that point,
teabag, not like a,
right.
So I was doing that and I was playing with Ryan and his friend and we were trioing and they're like out kicking ass and me and the toga are just like running around like we're just like looting stuff. And so Ryan was also playing toga and so there's level up cards in it and so usually like I'll pick them up for my teammate and then like hand them over like to them. I so badly wanted to like collect it for the toga and like give her them, but like that's obviously like fucking ourselves over because like leveling up our core. And then not to mention that Ryan is playing the same character and could use those cards. Right. So badly I wanted to. I did not give the toga, but I really thought I had one in my pocket.
Committed to the bit.
And,
You should
like,
just give it to her.
I was going to. Like, I really was so close to it. And then she, like, ran away to her teammate or something, which was a Momo. And I don't know who the third was. But so she got the Momo to, like, not attack, like, at first. Because I don't actually think that they were in comms. I think that they were just, like, randos together, but so
Right.
the Momo wasn't attacking either. We're fighting other teams, and I kept seeing them and then just, you know, like avoiding them and going somewhere else. Or I'd follow, because you usually try to like hide in a bush to like get health and
Right.
shields and everything. So I would just like follow them around and like whatever while, you know, Ryan and his friend are just like
Right,
beating
doing
him.
all the work.
Yeah. And so I die, and I don't know who picked up my token, if it was Ryan or his friend, but someone picks up my tokens. They're trying to get the cards to res me. I'm watching one of their I think I was watching his friend watching his screen, and I saw the token because they were wearing a skin, so
Right.
I knew which token they were, because obviously you can't see their name like above them like you can with your teammates. I was like, oh my god, don't attack. I was like, that's my friend. That's my friend. Don't attack them, please. And then so like they weren't. And then eventually when they res me, I found the token again. And it ended up being that we were the last two teams together, which I didn't realize. The Momo fucking went at me and just murdered the shit out of me. Just like no.
Last two teams, you just kill.
But I don't think it was. Like, I think it said there might have been like one person in a third team, because it didn't say two, because then I wouldn't have been as offended as I was. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, they went at it. And afterwards, it went to the Momo screen, because it usually shows you the screen of whoever kills you. And I'm watching the Momo screen, and the Toga, because she throws like 30 knives, is just throwing her knives at the Momo because she's on top of my body. She's like, what the fuck? And I added the person, but they never added me back. And I'm so sad. Like, that they...
Nah, it's a fleeting friendship. You only have the one chance.
I guess.
It's like Halo 3 times, where it's like you're your buddies for the matchmaking, and then you're done after.
And I was so sad. I was like, they haven't added me back. I wanted, like, assume being like, oh, maybe they don't know where it says to like add buddies,
Yeah.
but like it's been too long. Like, no way they would have seen it by now. Like, I was thinking at the beginning, because I clear all of my notifications, but you have to go in one by one to do it. So like, if you're part of like an agency and like people are joining, like you'll have a million notifications being like, this person joined your agency, this person, this person, this person. Especially if you're in an active one and your guild person is like, your agency person is like kicking them out. So I always have lots of notifications. So it is possible to like lose the money invite, but it's been almost 24 hours. So I just don't think they want to be my friend.
No, probably not.
Yeah. But what does being your friend have to do with it? Like, you could just add someone. So I'm sad.
They don't want to have to put in the effort.
They're like, it was a one-time thing.
Yeah, it's just a one-off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sad.
All right. Hey, thanks for watching this week's episode of the Vaguely Anime Podcast. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, leave a review, like, follow. Check out Kat, apparently streaming again.
Yep.
Kat the Moonstar
happening.
on Twitch. And you have 3 weeks to watch Nana.
Start it now if you haven't.
Yeah.
It's long.
Yeah, like we've said the other 2 times, we're not planning on doing this long every time. Probably just 2 more times, but not anytime recent.
We'll wait a full cycle before.
Yeah. So, see you next week for whatever we talk about.
Bye.
Bye.